Let's practice our daisy heads now, and we want to keep the colour quite light, and also the leaves when we practice those, because we're going to add details. So I'm getting a watery kind of yellow here, not too much water. I would say a 60-40 mix on the left side, so we've got more pigment on that side, and then we can get a little bit of that Quin Gold and bring that out to finish the dome shape. And if you wanted, you could add a little bit of your watered down brusho. And if you don't have brusho, we could also use undersea green. So if I just do a little daisy here, and then we can add some green. So that's got yellow, Quin Gold and green. So that's the daisy head. You can add a little bit of a drop of water. And now you can choose here whether you want to have the petals merging with the head. And in that case, you could drop some more water and more pigment in, and then that will follow through. It will kind of merge in with the petals. But I'm going for a drier kind of approach today with this. So I just wanted to show you how we're going to do that. And we're going back into that grey that we mixed, and I'm going to add a bit of white to that. Now I want this fairly dark, because I want some kind of shadowy leaves underneath. Now that needs some yellow because we're mixing the 3 primaries there. Yeah, it's looking good. So taking the excess off, because I want to just go in very gently with these, and we're going to practice movements. So we're going from left to right, and we're going to do that movement where we start off before we hit the page. And we can mix and match, can't we? We can have all sorts of colours merging in with each other. An upwards movement, and a right to left, left to right, upwards, and you can see that we'll already have a bit of character of their own. The trick here is not to do too many of the darker petals, because we're going to kind of just put lighter ones in between these now. Let's try a kind of a creamy mix of our buff titanium and white. Now I'm going to go between these and also the grey and mix that in a little bit, just so that we've got various different tones going on, tints really, because we're adding white. And you can see that we've got a cool grey there, almost grey blue, and we've got a warmer grey, and these warm and cool colours together look really lovely. And I really like the way that this has just bled a little bit into that petal. That's a little too watery, and I want to take off the excess of that and go in just neat with this white. Also, have a look at what's going on. I love this, so I'm not going to paint over that. And doing the right to left movement. just going to start to build up between the petals here with this creamy buff titanium, cool white. And then we're going to get even more detailed and just do little flicks of the edge of our brush to create these tiny little petals. Under here, I just want to continue to practice those before you hit the page movements, and I want a darker colour here so it will show up. So I'm going to mix some undersea green. Okay, so it's like a seesaw movement. I'll do it down here and I can show you the stems there. And that's left to right. This is the one I struggle with more, but actually I usually like the brush strokes better because I'm right-handed. I find this more tricky. So that's those movements. Let's do a down movement. And of course you've got the clock here. You can do, this is like a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock with that still kind of going down, it feels like. And then we've got upwards movement. So practicing these is really useful, not just for this class, but in order to kind of build on the skills that you already have. And you can also see how we can start to build layers on these as well. We're just adding kind of a white grey there.